cool. So let's see what happens when we do this. Right, okay. So what it's saying to me is that these are okay, but there's a fault on that circuit. That was down. Do you know what was off? What wasn't working? Hi there, Delroy from Eastway Electrical here again. I've just arrived at a job. Client says that overnight the sockets keep tripping. From what I can understand, during the day it's fine, but overnight it keeps tripping. So, sounds like these sort of faults are a bit tricky. I'll go in there, see what I can find. Okay, thanks. That's the fuse board there, yeah? And, all right, this keeps tripping, yeah? Yeah. That one keeps tripping. Yeah, so, right, so like I said, that one covers these ones, that one covers these ones. Okay, so these ones aren't marked. So what we'll do is switch all these off, put it up. Right, that's staying up. So this 10 amp, I'm not sure what that does. Let's see what happens. So it's not tripping. Let's try this 20 amp. That's okay, it's still staying up. Now these, I'm assuming these will be sockets. Yeah, so did you say this one kept tripping?
Just once.
Just once, okay, so maybe that may be the problem, but we'll see. And what does that control, do you know?
I have no idea. So.
Okay, but it probably does some socket. But at the moment, you say your upstairs and downstairs sockets are off.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens when we do this. Right, okay. That's telling us we've got a fault there. Let's see what happens when we do this. That's okay. That's okay. So what it's saying to me is that these are okay, but there's a fault on that circuit. So at the moment, before I came, when that was down, do you know what was off? What wasn't working?
That's the sockets downstairs.
Well, it should have been probably more than the sockets downstairs.
Just, I think we realized it was the sockets downstairs and also the first floor.
First floor socket. Okay.
First floor and ground floor sockets.
Right. Okay. Oh, right. See this one? You see this one here?
Yeah.
This one says it's the loft lights. You've got a loft, yeah?
Yeah.
So that's your loft light. So that's fine.
Yeah.
I don't know what that does. So can you, the sockets that weren't working before I came, can you check if they're working now? And let me know. It's usually the kitchen that's not working. And it looks like these ones. Oh, look, you see that?
Oh, but it is long time I don't use this socket.
Yeah, there's something wrong there because it's not switching off. That's just that side. You know, let's see, does this side switch? No, they both. Yeah, they don't switch. That doesn't switch off. There's something wrong there. But is your boiler on?
No, because
it's all on the same circuit. Yeah, that's not. To be honest, I'm not surprised. It's usually the kitchen. It's usually the kitchen that's causing the problem. So what I'll do, I'm going to get a ladder so I can get higher because I've got to take the cover of that fuse board off and check the circuits, yeah?
Yeah.
Check that circuit. Okay, cool. Right, this one's not doing anything anyway, that one's a spare. What's in here?
It's a small toilet, we don't use it.
Okay, that's cool. Okay.
So the only thing at the moment we haven't unplugged is the
washing machine. So there's a plug underneath, yeah? But no switch on top for it?
Yes, that's correct. No.
Okay. Now that we've got the fridge, is the fridge unplugged?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Now that we've got everything plugged out.
And one more thing, this...
oh, right, okay.
I think it's the connection on top.
Yeah, there's no switch for it.
There might be a switch,
but no switch you can access down there for the fan. Okay. What I'm going to do now, I'm just going to See if it trips. I'm sure it will. Okay. Let's see what happens. Right, okay, that's fine.
Oh.
Okay, so let's try it again. They got the neutrals. They haven't got the neutrals together. They got them in, look like they're in separate terminals. Okay, right, that's one leg. That's the other leg. Let's see what happens. This leg, that leg there, getting 260, so that must be the good leg. On the other leg I was getting 0.46. Okay. So, right, okay, let's see what we've got left on. Right. So can you check if the washing machine's on?
Yeah.
Right, okay. So at the moment we've got that socket working, the boiler working, and I'm gonna just check here, there should be some power here. But these two, and I suspect, can you check your, let's see something. Right, that's not working. So what it's telling me is, yeah, there's a fault on
This
what?
side.
Yeah, on that side. Let me just check. I should have power on one, but none on the other. That's what I'm thinking. Right, nothing there. Right, okay. So I'm imagining that this is, that side you've got power, so I imagine it goes from there to there to there, or back to the fuse board or something. Right, that's off, so that's part of the circuit. I'm thinking that, seeing that this is, I'm thinking it goes from here to the fuse board, because it's the nearest one. It's not necessarily so, but that's not what I was thinking. I would think that it goes from there to the fuse board, round to there, to there. But I could be wrong. Maybe it goes from here to the fuse board. Who knows? Okay. Switch this off a minute. Okay. Still showing me a dead short. faulty side there. Right, okay. Right, okay. I'm thinking that right, so that's clear now. So that goes over to there, and I'm suspecting from there it goes back to the fuse board. So when I go back to the fuse board and test now, if I've still got a fault, that means, well, what I'll do, right, so this is clear, that's clear. So it's clear going that way, clear going that way. So I'm thinking, let's say this one goes back to the fuse board. I'm thinking that one goes back to the fuse board, then I should have a dead short. Yep, dead short. Now this one should be clear. And if that's the case, yep, that's clear. So if that's the case, leave this out, turn it into a long radial, downgrade the fuse, and that should be Bob's your uncle. But let's not get ahead of ourselves, just prove it first and then we can get on with it. I've done that for quite a while, remember. I went on a course in the 90s. Late. Right, this should still be a dead short on this, if I've got it right. If I've got things right, there should still be a short, dead short on this leg. Yeah, still a dead short. Okay. When I switch on now, it shouldn't trip and all the sockets should be on. Okay. That's on. That's on. And it should. Yep. That's it. And this should be fine as well. Should have 240 volts here. Yep, 240 volts. Okay, sir. Right. Yeah, all your sockets are working now.
Mm-hmm. So did we manage to find out what was...
Yeah, what's happened is, let me just show you. See that cable, the one that's disconnected down there?
Mm-hmm.
That goes back to the fuse board.
Mm.
And there's a fault on that cable.
Okay.
So that's what was causing it to trip.
Mm-hmm.
So what I've done now, I've connected it different.
Mm.
So what needs to be done? No, what happened is the way it was wired before starts from the fuse board, went to that socket there, went to that one, that one, that one, that one, and then it comes back to the fuse board. So at the fuse board, you've got 2 browns, 2 blues, and 2 green and yellows.
Yeah.
But one of the brown and blue that goes to there, that's got a fault on. So what I've done, I've found that one, isolated it, and then what happens now, it goes from here over to there, round, back to your cupboard, but it doesn't come back here. So what has happened is, where the circuit went in a ring, now it just goes from here back, so it's not a ring anymore. So because it's not...
From here it goes there and come back.
Originally, it starts from here, goes to each point and then come back. So you've got 4 cables, 2 browns, 2 blues, 2 green and yellows. Yeah, that's what's called a ring circuit. Yeah, but I've altered it now and turned it into a radial circuit where it just starts from here, goes all the way around to your cupboard, but it doesn't come back here. So because of that, we need to take this 32 amp out and put a 16 amp in.
Will it affect the current flow to the
Well,
circuits in the
No,
appliances?
it won't affect the current flow. It's just that because when it was a ring, you make it a 32 amp, but now it's a radial, you downgrade the fuse to give you better protection.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't do that now because I haven't got one, but I can get one and come back and fix it do it for you. But that'd be okay for now, just for long term, no, but just for now to give you power, that would be fine.
Fixing.
Yeah, all right, yeah, okay, I can go for screw fix and get one for you, yeah. Let me just, and you need a new socket for that one above near where the cooker is. Yeah, I've got one of those, I can put one on for you. Okay, let me just get everything together. So we've got the MCB. It's one of those where you have to drop the bottom out. I hate those things. Excuse me, I'm going to have to turn all the power off for a minute to change this.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so. I was missing, so I had to open them right to wide and make sure. So now they should all be caught. So I can tighten up now.
339.9. Right, so 39.9 is the one I put down. 39.9, cool.
Well, that's another little job completed there. Nothing complicated, just your regular fault. It's always in the kitchen, isn't it? Anyway, cool. Nice one.